Hello and welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Millie, and today I'm going to be creating two looks with the Juvia's Place The Violets palette. This is a really cute 6-pan palette, and if you like purples and you would like to see the looks I create, please keep watching. For the first look, I'm priming my lid with the P. Louise base in shade 2 and using my finger to tap it out. This palette doesn't have shade names, so I will just put them on the bottom of the screen, but first I'm going in with the lightest purple, and I'm putting that on my inner crease and only going about halfway. Next, I want to deepen that crease up a little bit, so I'm using the deep matte purple shade, and this shade is very patchy. You'll see a little later on as well. It's really not the greatest deep purple matte I've ever tried. It took a lot of work to try to blend out and build it up. Then I'm going in with the P. Louise base in shade 0, and I'm going to be doing kind of like a half cut crease, but I'm going to be angling it more upwards and kind of cutting it off in the center of my lid, and of course bringing it up higher than where my crease is, and then I'm setting that with a translucent powder. Next, I'm going back in with a light purple matte shade, and I'm just blending it on the outer crease. And then on top of that, I'm going to be going in with the deep purple matte shade to kind of create a smoky wing. And here you can see again, it did not want to layer on, and it was very patchy and it just blended away. So I had to keep packing it on. And even then, it was just awful. So next I'm going in with the lightest shimmer shade, and I'm putting it on the lid, but I'm leaving some of that white space from the cut crease. And this metallic shade is okay. It's pretty hard pressed, so I ended up wetting my brush to really get the most shine out of it. And then lastly, I'm going in with the deep matte shade, and I'm using my finger to just tap it on. You know, a matte eyeshadow is really bad when you have to use your fingers. This was the only way for me to get it to stick down there. And then to finish off the look, I'm using the matte deep purple shade to connect my lower lash line. And I'm using the lightest purple shimmer shade to highlight my inner corner. And then after that, I'm going in with the Dear Kitty Brown Haunted Glitter Palette with the shade Nemesis. And I'm just gonna put that on the inner corner. And this is the first finished look. For the second look, I decided to switch it up, and I used my cut crease canvas from Makeup Revolution in the shade Illustrate. And I'm going in with a light purple matte shade right in the crease, and it took some layering on. Then I'm going in with the deepest shimmer purple, and I'm putting that on the outer crease. And then with the other deep metallic shade in the center, and then the kind of more mauvey pink purpley shade on the inner corner. Next, I'm going to take a really small fluffy brush, and I'm going to start blending those out to soften the edges, which took a little bit of work because, like I said, these metallics are pretty thick. And then going back in with a fluffier brush and the light matte purple and further blending out those edges. And I felt like the shimmer wasn't really that impactful, so I went back over some of them with a dampened brush to really just get the most shine. And then lastly, I'm taking the deep matte shade and connecting my lower lash line. For the waterline, I'm using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Piggy Bank. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm using the Clionadh Cosmetics UV Iridescent shade. And that's the second finished look. Now into my thoughts on this palette. I don't really love it. I just think that it's pretty mediocre quality, and I think that's partially the reason that it is so cheap. The deep matte shade is a complete dud to me. I have no use for it. I would never reach for it. And for there to be just even one dud in a 6-pan palette, I think that's too much. The metallics are pretty nice, but I just have better metallic shades. These ones are really hard pressed and thick, and they hard pan really easily for me. But I know this palette is really small and affordable, and so it's really up to you if you want to try this palette out. And that's everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.